Mr. Vice President, or does he have a far-reaching vision that only he entertains of a realigned Middle East that somehow it all works out in the end?
I don't know, Hugh. I vacillate between the various theories I've heard, but if you had somebody as president who wanted to take America down, who wanted to fundamentally weaken our position in the world, reduce our capacity to influence events, turn our back on our allies, and encourage our adversaries, it would look exactly like what Barack Obama is doing. I think his actions are constituted, in my mind, those of the worst president we've ever had.
All right, joining us now is founder and president of the David Horowitz Freedom Center and editor of FrontPage Magazine, also, of course, best-selling author. A new volume of his great series is coming out, I believe, next week. We'll have him back for that. David Horowitz is with us. And, David, what do you make of what the vice president's assessment is of Barack Obama's presidency?
Well, I applaud Cheney for having the courage to come very close to the truth there. He's still way too polite for my taste. Look, Barack Obama knew for 5 years that Bo Bergdahl was a traitor, and yet he paraded him out and had his administration say that this man served his country honorably after Obama had delivered 5 Taliban generals to our mortal enemies in exchange for this traitor. Barack Obama is a traitor. There's no other way you can't put any other face on it. What Cheney said is exactly right. If you had set out to take down this country, given the political situation in the country, where you can't come into office and just start dismantling the military, or just start aiding, well, he actually did start by apologizing to our enemies, but actively aiding them and abetting them. But now Obama, he's a lame duck, so he's showing his true colors. And his true colors are he has utter contempt, he hates this country, has contempt for its constitutional system, wants to go to a UN that's dominated by our enemies. I actually think this Bush made a horrendous mistake in not pulling us out of the UN. It's run by corrupt, tyrannical regimes that support the ongoing attempt to create a second Holocaust of the Jews. Israel is the most condemned nation by miles by UN so-called human rights organizations. So Obama is now selling the future of all Americans to the Iranians, going to give them the bomb, and he wants to circumvent our Congress and have the UN decide, if it's an okay deal. Why aren't more people saying this? I have nothing really to lose by saying what should be obvious to everyone. But somebody like Cheney risks a lot in being frank about this, and I think he's a great patriot for beginning the discussion. Giuliani also, by saying Obama doesn't love this country. No, he hates this country.
And David,
there's got to be more people doing this. How could you know that Bo Bergdahl was a traitor and present him as a hero and trade 5 Taliban generals for him? Let alone all the other things Obama has done, like supporting the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt and throughout the Middle East, which, again, are our mortal enemies, like building his whole foreign policy behind crawling to Iran and begging them to make a deal with us, so much so that he ignored when the leader, the spiritual leader of this Nazi state, Iran, says that America, death to America, those words, Obama ignores them. He ignores them. But because Benjamin Netanyahu was invited by Boehner to speak to the Congress, and Obama was definitely informed about that. Anyway, that's a major breakdown of relations with Israel. This man is evil, and people need to start saying that. So that we always talked about the great uninformed mass. How do they get informed if no one's speaking the truth?
Well, you're not afraid to. Dick Cheney's not afraid to, and hopefully others will follow, David. And you know, we've been saying on this show for a long time, either Obama is just running around not knowing anything that he's doing, or he has a plan. And he said he would fundamentally change America. He didn't mention he would fundamentally change the Middle East, but he's doing it to both. David, good to talk to you, sir. We'll talk to you soon. Always appreciate it. Up next, folks,
Steve.
we're going to take a look at the South Carolina police shooting with Harry Houck, a retired NYPD detective, 25 years law enforcement experience. Don't go away.